My name is Nadia Sase, and I'm excited to share my reflections on the lives of Frederick Douglass and Daniel O'Connell, as well as the influence of their legacies on my life, the pursuit of my dream, and the importance of global citizenship in my life, and how I aim to impact others in the future. The lives of Frederick Douglass and Daniel O'Connell inspire me because they embody the power of persistence, vision, and the refusal to accept limits imposed by society. Both men inspire me as they confronted systems designed to deny them justice and opportunity. Yet they transformed their struggles into platforms for change that continue to resonate today. Known as the Great Liberator, O'Connell changed the very landscape of Ireland as a well respected lawyer. His ability to master the law and use it as a tool for the powerless encourages me in my own pursuit of becoming an immigration lawyer. Someone who stands in courtrooms and policy spaces to advocate for those whose voices often go unheard. Douglass and his path to liberation particularly inspire me because although he actualized his freedom by reaching the North, to me, he reached freedom when he learned how to read. Frederick Douglass once said, "Once you learn to read, you will be forever free." I know too well the power of reading and education. My great grandmother never attended school. She struggled so that my grandmother could become the first female in the family to attend school. My grandmother eventually had to drop out as a result of poverty. She struggled so that my mother could attend school. My mother's college experience was sadly cut short by the Sierra Leonean Civil War. And then there's me. Born in a world of resources I can never take lightly, my mission in this life is to take the baton and finish the race that started long, long before my time. Today, I am in the position to take advantage of education and opportunity. I've done so from an early age, often cold calling and seeking out opportunities that allowed me to advocate for others. I survived being a first generation college applicant, so I created Common App Kickoff for students with my same story. I was a beneficiary of the TRIO programs for low income first generation students, so I returned this summer as a tutor counselor, helping others realize their dreams. Being a Girl Scout exposed me to things my community had never heard of, like canoeing and geocaching, but now I am a Girl Scout troop leader at M. Agnes Jones Elementary here in Atlanta. I benefited from the help of those more knowledgeable about the American legal system, so now I volunteer my time with Friends of Refugees. O'Connell's international solidarity with enslaved people, despite being an Irishman with struggles of his own, pushes me to think about advocacy in the same global manner. That is why I know immigration law is my calling. It lets me connect local struggle to global movement, just as O'Connell and Douglass did. My advocacy also took shape as vice president of the Charlotte Mecklenburg Youth Council, where I worked with my peers to propose and implement change that still stands today. In that role, I saw firsthand that advocacy doesn't always require standing in the streets. It requires strategy, persistence, and the courage to speak for those who can't be in the room. Douglass and O'Connell both modeled this balance of moral clarity and political skill, which I aspire to. Finally, Douglass's international travels, particularly in Ireland and Britain, remind me that stepping beyond your borders can give you a perspective that strengthens your fight at home. When he returned to the United States, he carried with him a worldview that made his advocacy much more sharper, his courage bolder, and his cause more urgent. As someone passionate about international relations, I believe that same type of perspective will make me a stronger advocate. I hope to mirror Douglass by returning to my own communities, whether that's Charlotte, Atlanta, Sierra Leone, with a vision shaped by global experience. I was born for progress, and I desire to lead progress. This program will be a riveting chapter in my story, one where the lessons I've learned are applied back in the communities that raised me, but also in the lives of those I will touch in the future. Because I know my life's reach will be global. Such a program will help me tangibly accomplish this. I can assure the admissions team that the investments made won't end with me. They will act as a seed, continually watered by the generations I uplift inspire, and make way for, just as the women in my family did for me. Thank you for your time.